a check, we boss her.
Valet park my whip, nigga. Hammer time for my chips, nigga.
Bossing up.
Add it up, your girlfriend choosing, so you mad as fuck.
Hey, what is going on, guys? T.Sports 15 here. Today we have another episode of the Toronto Blue Jays franchise here in MLB 13, the show. So we are into the ALCS here against the Tigers. We lost game 1 in the last episode, but here we are simulating game 2. And I always play the first game of each series and then every elimination game following that. So we go down 2-0 in the series, but then we head back home to Toronto and we win the first game of our little homestand. 3-1. We had 6 hits to their 5. I believe the winning pitcher was, I think it was Brandon Morrow. We'll see in just a second. Anibal Sanchez got the loss. He moves to 0-2, and Brandon Morrow, there he is, gets the win. He moves to 2-0 in the playoffs, and Aroldis Chapman picks up his second save. So the next game was a victory. Once again, we tie up the series at 2 apiece after an 11-10 victory. We actually lost in the hits category, but we did go on to win the game. Mauer had a 3-hit game, as you can see there, as well as Puig. And the losing pitcher was their reliever, Fernando Rodney, who didn't even record an inning pitched. But we had Casey Janssen getting the win. He moves to 2-0 in the playoffs. And Aroldis Chapman gets his third save. So we get another win here at home. Sergio Santos picks up the win here. So another late inning comeback or late inning victory because our bullpen has been getting a lot of hits. We were held to 8 hits in this ball game, but Brett Lawrie had 3 of them. He also had two doubles, actually, and Puig had a stolen base there. The loss goes to Al Albuquerque, and Sergio Santos gets the victory. So we are now up in the series 3-2, and we are headed to Comerica Park in Detroit to hopefully win this series. So if we win this game here, then we can end the series here, head to the World Series. But if we do lose, it'll go to Game 7, and you definitely do not want to go to Game 7, especially against a high-powered team like the Detroit Tigers, who they could throw one of their top pitchers, and you could just be shut down in this game. So we really want to win this game, even though we threw Shelby Miller out there for his first start of the playoffs against, I believe it was Anibal Sanchez. We'll see in just a second. But you can see the Toronto Blue Jays lineup: Reyes, Phillips, Mauer, Bautista, Encarnacion, Lawrie, Puig, Myers, and Rasmus rounding it out. We got Rasmus at the DH spot because we got a righty on the mound for them. Anibal Sanchez, he's 0-2 in the playoffs, already lost 1 start in this series. He has an 11.57 ERA, and he's only pitched 7 innings through 2 starts, so that's not such a good start to his playoffs. First batter of the game is going to be Jose Reyes, who's going to get a base hit down the right field line, gets past the right fielder. He has a chance to get to third, and he will be in there with no throw. So we got an early runner on third with none out, and now with 1 out, 0-1 count for Joe Mauer. He is going to drive him in with a ground ball to shortstop JJ Hardy onto first, and that will get us 1 run across here in the top of the first. So even though we couldn't get any multiple run innings going, it's still nice to see at least getting 1 run. So the Detroit Tigers lineup is Barry, Sweeney, Cabrera, Fielder, Dirks, Avila, Calabo, Hardy, and Infante rounding it out. So they still have a pretty decent lineup, even though they've lost some of their recent additions in the last couple years. In real life, Shelby Miller, 23 years old, making his first career playoff start for the Toronto Blue Jays. And here we go. In bottom half of the first, he's going to get one of the best hitters of all time, Miguel Cabrera. He's going to get him swinging on that 2-seamer. Head to the top of the second, 0-2 count for Yasiel Puig. He's going to go down swinging. So Anibal Sanchez is also dealing here through 2 innings, only giving up 1 run. He's had a few strikeouts already. To the bottom half of the second, they got Andy Dirks up, and he's going to get a base hit into left field. Will Myers throws this one in, and they have themselves their first hit of this ball game. Next batter is going to be Alex Avila. He is going to hit a grounder to shortstop and on to second, and we have ourselves a 6-4-3 double play. That will do it for that inning. So we head to the top of the third, 2 outs, fresh count for Jose Reyes. He's going to drop down a bunt just fair. Miguel Cabrera does all he can, but not before. Jose Reyes is through the bag at first base. That will get us a runner on first base, and he has a ton of speed. But next batter, Brandon Phillips, is going to ground out to second second base, and Omar Infante makes a play, throwing it on to first. Next batter is going to be J.J. Hardy for them in the bottom half of the third. He's going to line this one to deep right field. That one's going to get down in front of Jose Bautista. He's going to play that one off the wall, gets it in, but that is going to be a stand-up double for J.J. Hardy, and they have themselves an inning started here, so we need to shut them down here. 2-2 count to the next batter, Quentin Berry, and he's going to go down swinging. The throw is in the dirt. Maurer blocks it, makes the throw to first, and that will do it for the third. To the top of the fourth, 2-2 count for Joe Mauer. He is going to turn on one, get it past the first baseman, Prince Fielder, and we have ourselves a base hit. So runner on first base. Next batter is going to be Jose Bautista. Joey bats, 1-2 count, none out, runner on first. He's going to take that opposite field shot to deep right field. No chance for the right fielder, Ryan Sweeney, and that ball is gone. We take a 3-0 lead here, only in the fourth inning, and Bautista has been becoming a playoff performer in the last 2 years after not really having too much playoff experience before that. In the last 2 seasons, 2013 and 2014 of this franchise, he has really shown that he's a playoff performer, hitting lots of home runs last year, and this is going to be first of a few. I think he had a few home runs before this, but he's been really tearing the cover off the ball in these playoffs. So still in the top of the fourth, 3-2 count for Yasiel Puig. He's going to go down swinging on that four-seamer right down the middle. I just wasn't really paying attention there, I guess. So Miguel Cabrera up next for them in the bottom half of the fourth. You knew he was going to scorch one here, and he drives it to right center field, and Puig makes that catch in the gap with his great closing speed. Next batter is going to be their 4-spot hitter, Prince Fielder. He's going to drive this ball deep left field. That one's going to get down over the glove of Wil Myers. He's going to play that one off the wall, and you never see this usually, but Prince Fielder is headed to third. He gets in there with a head-first slide, and he gets his first triple of the playoffs. So a very nice piece of hitting there for Prince Fielder. But we do get out of it after a ground out to first by Andy Dirks. So no runs come across, even though they did get a triple. That's the second triple of the game for both teams. So Wil Myers up here, he's going to drive this ball to center field, gets over the glove of the center fielder Quentin Berry, and he's going to be into second with a stand-up double to straightaway center field. All Quentin Berry could do was watch that one go over his head. Next batter is going to be Colby Rasmus. He goes down swinging through that fastball, and now we have a runner on second base with 1 out. Now with 2 outs and Brandon Phillips coming up, he has a chance to expand this lead here in the top of the fifth. He is going to ground out to shortstop Hardy on to first, and that is going to do it for the top half of the fifth. To the bottom half, 2-2 count for Alex Avila, the Tigers catcher. He's going to go down swinging on that four-seamer, almost in the dirt. Very bad cut for him, but that'll do it for the bottom half of the fifth. To the top of the sixth, 1 out for Joey Bats, already homered in this game. He gets another base hit here, and we have an inning started with a runner on first base. Heart of the order coming up, 5 spot, and Encarnacion coming up. He's going to get a base hit to the right side. These hits aren't the hardest hits, but they're still getting us base runners, and that's all we need, especially with the power we have. You get a couple runners on base and 1 big fly, and it could be quite a few runs. But right here, Puig with 2 outs, he's going to ground out into the force out at second base, and that's going to do it for that half inning. We head to the 7th inning and the 6th inning report here. We are up 3-0, and Shelby Miller is dealing 3 hits through 6 innings, 5 Ks, and he has been dealing so far. Only had a couple hits given up, well, 3 hits exactly, and one of them was a triple for Prince Fielder. So Brian Vidal, however you pronounce it, he's coming in. He has 4 games pitched already. He has a pretty decent ERA, but the first batter he faces is going to be Wil Myers. Drives this ball deep right field, but Ryan Sweeney catches that ball in the gap. That looked exactly like the hit from Jose Bautista that left the ballpark here in right center field. Next batter is going to be Jose Reyes. Already has 2 hits in the ball game, and he gets his 3rd there. So he's having a nice day here with a triple and a couple singles. So next batter is going to be Brandon Phillips. He's going to get a base hit into right field, and we have some speed on the base pass with our 1 and 2 spot hitters, and Joe Mauer coming up next. He's going to hit a chopper to the pitcher onto first, and that will do it for the inning. To the bottom half of the 7th, Miguel Cabrera leading them off, first pitch of the inning, and he's going to drive this ball into right center field. You gotta know that he is going to at least get some kind of hard contact here in this ball game. He was held hitless into the 7th, but he does get his first hit there with a double. Next batter is going to be Prince Fielder, up with a 3-2 count. We get him going down swinging, after he tripled earlier in the game, and we get him there on that 3-2 curveball. Next batter is going to be Andy Dirks. He's going to go down swinging on that changeup. Very nice pitch coming there. That'll get us 2 outs. So back-to-back Ks, and that will do it for that half inning. Albuquerque comes in for the 8th inning for the Detroit Tigers. He's pitched 4 times. He's 1-1 with a 5.74 ERA through 4 2/3. Next batter for us, the first batter Albuquerque faces, is going to be Jose Bautista. Drives this ball into left field. That's going to get past the diving glove of Andy Dirks, and he's going to be into second. So now he's a triple away from the cycle, but we're late in this ball game. He's probably not going to have a chance to get another at bat. After that wild pitch from Albuquerque, he's going to get into third base on that wild pitch. And we have 1 out now for Brett Lawrie. He is going to drive him in with a base hit out the middle. Probably would have been an out if they had their infield back, but with the infield in after we have a 3-run lead and it's late in the ballgame, that was probably a good decision. Calabo is going to come up next with none out. He's going to strike out on that fastball, high cheese, up and in, and that is going to be the first out of that inning. JJ Hardy up next. He's going to get a base hit up the middle to center field. That one's going to get down, and JJ Hardy has his second hit of the ballgame. Omar Infante up next with 1 out. He's going to hit into the 6-4-3 double play, and that is going to be our second double play of the game. That's going to end the inning, and we are 3 outs away from going to the World Series. Colby Rasmus is going to get this little dribbler out in front of the plate. Avila cannot make the play, throws it down the right field line. Colby Rasmus is going to get into second base, and we were just given a gift here, and we have to bring this run across here. Brandon Phillips up next. He's going to go down swinging on that slider, so the pitcher picks up the catcher, and that is going to do it for our half of the ninth. We head to the bottom half of the ninth. Shelby Miller staying in the game. We're going to let him go the distance, but right here, this is going to be a base hit to left center field. That was going to past the left fielder, and they have themselves a double there, and they have a chance to put a couple runs on the board, even though we have this 4-run cushion. Could be a close game with 2 outs now. Their batter is going to be Prince Fielder. Gets another base hit into right center field. That one's going to go to the deepest part of the ballpark. 1 run comes across. Prince Fielder is on his way to third. And when is the last time you guys have ever seen this? Prince Fielder gets 2 triples in 1 game, but right here with a 1-1 count to Andy Dirks. Still have this 3-run lead here, even though we give it up 1 run, and that is going to do it for this ball game. Shelby Miller, of his first playoff performance of his career, he goes the distance, giving up 1 run in the late innings. He threw a 6-hitter, I believe. It'll come up in the stats at the end of the game. He was clearly the player of the game, and the Toronto Blue Jays are on their way to the World Series. So we're going to be taking on the Atlanta Braves in the World Series. They beat the LA Dodgers in the NLCS, so that's going to be coming up in a couple days, the first game of that. And I'm not going to be doing just the first game and then elimination game. I'm going to do every other game and then elimination game. So I'm going to do like game 1, game 3, game 5, and then anything after that we're going to see whenever I need to play some more games. So you can see the box scores coming up here. Player of the game was actually Bautista. It should have been Shelby Miller. He went the distance, giving up 7 hits, 1 run. But that's going to do it for this video, guys. Hopefully you did enjoy. If you did enjoy, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and follow me on Twitter. And that is going to do it for this video, guys. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.